I awoke that morning to the distant sound of air cannons. These are positioned on the vineyards to keep birds from eating the grapes. Carrie told me that once she had told a passenger that was the sound of grape thieves being shot. The passenger didn't realize it was a joke, became hysterical, and had to be taken to the hospital. Once again, the Mac Cafe came to my rescue for early morning coffee. Before I left Blenheim, I paid a visit to the Aviation Museum. I'd heard it was amazing, but didn't know what to expect. Moments of combat from World War I had been captured by life-size models and human figures. I later learned that all the scenes had been built and designed by Peter Jackson and Weta, the team that created The Lord of the Rings. I stayed a little longer than I should have. I hailed a taxi and quickly headed for Blenheim Airport. I was flying to Wellington on a smaller company than Air New Zealand called Air to There. It's the only time the guy who checked in my bags was also the pilot. Despite the tight squeeze, it was a beautiful day to fly. It was only half an hour by plane across the Cook Strait to the capital city of Wellington. Most people cross by ferry, but by this point I just wanted to get to my destination without another multi-hour transit. An $8 bus ride got me to the city in about 20 minutes. My hostel was called X-Base, and at first seemed like every other hostel I'd stayed in. But I began to notice a much younger vibe. Base seemed geared to people under 22 with a party-all-night kind of attitude. Being that it was such a nice day, I took a walk around Wellington. This was the first true city I'd been to since I began my journey. The North Island was noticeably warmer than the South, so I retired my jeans in favor of shorts. My amblings brought me to Te Papa, the Museum of New Zealand. Admittance was completely free. With 6 separate levels, it was a massive and modern complex. You could spend an entire day there and still not see everything the museum had to offer. For dinner I went to Mac's, a local brewery and restaurant on the wharf. Mac's, Monty's, and many other beers grace the shelves of New Zealand's bars and markets. New Zealand has a thriving craft and microbrewing industry. Base was holding a small quiz game that night in their basement bar. Base has a different activity every night. Half my journey was over and the whole North Island was still ahead.